Good job.
Okay. Hi everybody and welcome to the Mystical Atma. We're going to be doing live video tarot readings today. Do not forget to like the video if you enjoy what you hear. Also I am live on YouTube as well, so please check the Mystical Atma out there, like and subscribe. And follow me on YouTube as well for inspirational daily videos and also live readings there. Okay, this thing don't like staying strong. I can't hear you either. Alright, nice setup. Wow, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate it. I'm trying to give a whole new vibe out there and just give you that nice relaxing meditation kind of sort of thing going on when you come to my videos. So hopefully this is a whole new experience for everybody. Alright. So Kelly, let's go ahead and start off with you. Did you have a specific question that you would like to ask, or just a general reading? Hi, welcome Lisa. Thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. General. Okay, we can definitely do that. Now, if you were here and I was able to hand you my cards, how would you split the deck, Kelly? Thank you. Appreciate that. Hi, Lisa. Aw, appreciate that, Lisa. Left to right, 3 piles. All right. See what we got for you. Hi, and welcome, Sherry. Okay. So Kelly, the very first card that I pulled for you is my Ten of Wands. And what the Ten of Wands is all about is, first, for the position that it's in, it's all about your characteristics, who you are internally, and how you help a lot of people. And it's all about that you're the kind of person that would give the shirt off your back to help someone. You're the kind of person that takes other people's burdens on as your own. You're the kind of person that kind of, in spite of your well-being, will help others. And while this isn't a bad thing for you to do, it can become overbearing. It can weigh you down to take on so much strife as your own. So this card is a reminder to kind of slow down, take a step back, and really start putting Kelly first. Really start looking at how can you help yourself so you can be in a better position to help others. And I'll give you a good view of that card. Alright, so that's what that's all about. It's just kind of slowing down. Not that what you're doing is necessarily a bad thing. It's just that it can become overbearing, and over time it can weigh on you. It can take a lot out of your soul. It can take a lot out of your health. It can cause a lot of issues. So just make sure you take time out for yourself. Now, the next card that I pulled up as well is the Four of Pentacles. Now, what the Four of Pentacles is about, it's kind of the opposite a little bit about where the Ten of Wands is more about helping others and doing everything that you can to, even though in spite of what good it might be for yourself. The Four of Pentacles is more about holding on to the money, holding on to greed, making sure that people taking advantage of you with their hands out, like gimme, 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 just trying to take everything that they can from you without really being, what can I do for you? So this is a good reminder. Make sure you're not falling for just what somebody is saying. You're not falling for the con, basically, and being used. So make sure their intentions are correct with the people around you, because it's definitely pulling that up, that you might be used a little bit because you are so generous and so nice. So just keep that as a reminder. And it's a good reminder with the very first card that we pulled as well, with the Ten of Wands, about taking that time and taking a step back for you and seeing how you benefit yourself. So the very next card that I pulled as well is the Six of Cups. Now this is a beautiful card. What the Six of Cups is all about, you can look at the picture and almost really see automatically what this card is all about. And this is all about that childhood romance, that childhood friend being there to help you, being there to guide you. This card also represents love and a wedding, marriage, a coming together, a joint friendship that is unlike any other. So I don't know if you have anybody like that in your life, because it's not in your outside influences, but it is definitely pulling up that is around you, whether a child or a family member might be getting married very soon. It's definitely pulling that up to a childhood sweetheart or somebody that you've known for quite some time in your life. So the very next card that I pull for you too, this is a very interesting card, okay? And if you look at it, it's the Fool Wheel, and it's the major arcane of the wheel. Now this card is pulled up in your outside influences. So this card is all about the turning of the wheel, moving forward for better or for worse, always putting your best foot forward, no matter what may come. The bad, the good, the ugly, whatever may come your way, you must keep moving forward, because the only thing that is for certain is that time never stops and it keeps moving. So with that in mind, no matter what comes our way, we have to accept it for what it is and keep moving forward, never becoming stagnant. Now, that's not to be confused with taking time to learn who you are or taking a step back and slowing things down. Just don't become stagnant in your life. Now, your answer card for your general reading is all about more of a reminder about taking that step back and taking that time for yourself and finding that peacefulness where you can really just meditate and just generally clear your mind. Because from what I hear, there's a lot going on in your life, a lot of family, a lot of people come to you with their problems, a lot of people talking to you, a lot of people just really laying what they have on you. It's okay, Kelly. I'm sorry that you might have got kicked off, but you can always replay the very first beginning of this and you can catch the whole reading. But the very last card is all about taking that time out for yourself, doing meditation, just finding your peaceful place and just quieting everybody else around you. That way you have time to heal sufficiently and able to deal with the issues that might come your way. Okay, I'm so sorry that you got kicked off, but you can definitely replay the video at any time. It'll be archived up on the site, and just catch everything for the full reading.
After the stream ends. After the stream ends.
Yes, after the stream ends, you'll be able to replay it. And thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hi Rebecca, hey Allison, Melissa, everybody just joining in, Sammy and Ronnie. Hey everybody, welcome to the Mystical Atma. Please keep in mind I also do in-depth services as well, and we are also live on YouTube. If you miss me here or just like daily inspirational videos, make sure you check me out on YouTube as well. Alright, so let's see who's next. Thank you, Allison. I appreciate that. Let's scroll down. Oh, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. Miss Ronnie, let's go ahead and do your reading. Did you have a specific question in mind or just a general reading? get a relationship reading. We definitely can. Now, thing with the relationship readings, oftentimes it calls for a more in-depth, like a 10 card pull or even a 20. But we can do a 5 card pull, and what that is just a general outlook of what that might be to come. So there won't be any names, there won't be any like what they look like or description, but it's a general outlook of what a relationship reading could fully be. So if you were here in person and I handed you my deck, how would you split the cards? It is Flutes, and it's by Ralph Smart, and he does the 350 or 380 hertz music, and it's one of his flute music in half. All right. So, alright, Miss Lady. I think you're going to enjoy this one. Now, oftentimes, when I do a relationship reading or I do question type readings, yes or no, they don't answer so directly. But this one came up pretty good. I almost wish we were doing a deeper reading. So the very first card that I pulled tells me that you're more. Oh, thank you. Tells me that you're more of the pull astray type, that you kind of like your own space, that you enjoy just maybe a good book, maybe a nice nature type scene in the park, and anywhere you can grab them moments for your self-reflection. It's all about your soul and your soul work and who you are. You're very connected to the energy around you and the things around you as well. You're the type of person that enjoys the small things in life rather than the huge, big, over the top type of stuff. So the very next card that I pulled for you, and this one's gonna shock you, is the Twin Flame card. The Lover's card, the ultimate relationship, what we all strive for, So interesting enough is that where I pulled this card, that this person you've already met. This person's already in your life. And if you don't know who they are, I'm shocked. Because they are definitely someone close to you. The reason I say that, because the very next card that I pull is all about your friendship. People that you have around you. Things that you have going on around you as well. The beach, you live in Hawaii. Definitely. So this person, this twin flame, is already someone involved in your life. So I have a good feeling you know who they are. Maybe too scared to talk to them, or maybe overlooked them. But they're definitely a part of your life. They're a close friend. And it's someone you already trust and chill with, and just maybe had never looked at them in that manner. So the next card that I pulled as well is in your outside influence. And this is about going back to the drawing board, learning a new skill, going back to school, just getting outside and just learning a new, a skill or trait. So, and that might even lead you into the twin flame and the good friend, and just seeing where that goes. But I'm pretty sure this is someone that's already in your life, and this is someone you already know. And reason I say it might be someone you just kind of overlooked is because your answer card is the Seven of Swords. And what the Seven of Swords is all about, he kind of looks like a thief sneaking over the wall. But thief is kind of the wrong word to use. He's more the person that operates in the secret, operates in the shadows, operates in the darkness. The silent type hero. The one who does things without having to have the gratification. Who does things without expecting anything in return. Just saying, hey, no, you're my friend. I'm here for you. I just want to help you. Whatever I can do. You know, and just kind of doing it without you even realizing that they're there for you. The hero without being the hero. So definitely I would take a second look about who you have around you, your deep friends. Start looking at them and really seeing who you have that connection with, because they're definitely in your life. So I hope that answers some questions. Probably left you with a little bit more than when you started, but sometimes it happens that way. Right? I wish I was in Hawaii too. I'm kind of jealous as well. So I hope that helped you, Ronnie. But this person, I'm fairly confident they're already in your life. You just never looked at them in that manner. All right, so let's see who we got. Jennifer, I do past loved ones, but I don't do past readings and connecting to like spirits in a live reading, only because so much personal information could come up through that, and it's such an emotional type reading. I don't do it on live. Now, as far as my in-depth services, I'm more than happy to do that, but that's a one-on-one reading. So if you're interested in that, after the live is over, you're more than welcome to contact me straight through Facebook, and we can set up a reading that way. All right, Sherry, can I get a general love reading, please? Sure, let's do a general love reading. You're welcome, Jennifer. Sherry, a general love reading. Hey, Sherry, you still with me, dear? Ah, there she is. Okay. So, if you were here in person and I handed you the deck, how would you split the cards? I'm definitely going to be on for a while, so guys, please don't get discouraged if I don't call on you right away. I'm going to try to work through everybody that I can. I don't go in order. I do call those who I am drawn to. That's kind of why I have the whole production going on. Sit back, vibe out, enjoy the experience, and hopefully I will get to read you as well. Okay, Sherry. If you were here in person and I handed you the deck, how would you split the cards? And this is all new production, guys, so if y'all see any glitches or anything on your end, can't hear the music, if I'm not coming off clear, if the picture is fuzzy, any type of feedback as far as the production is concerned as well, please throw that up in the comments so I can make adjustments accordingly. Running OBS through Facebook is a whole new experience for me. Also, don't forget to stop by my YouTube channel, like and subscribe to me there for daily or weekly inspirational videos as well. In half? You're not sure? Okay. Well, we'll go in half. Always go with your first feeling. Okay. So, Sherry, this is a very interesting reading for you. So, like I said in one of the earlier readings, sometimes... Thank you, Bernadette, I appreciate that. Sometimes the cards don't answer directly, yes or no. Sometimes they give you that beat around the bush explanation. So what we got going on here, it's kind of that. It's more about the self-work that needs to take place before you can jump into a relationship, if that makes sense to you. There's a lot of hurt, a lot of demons inside that you kind of have to work on first. So we're going to work through that. But the very first card that I pulled is all about your soul. All about the elegance, the beautifulness, the light to the world that you really are, that you have inside you, that you shine so brightly, that you are the Queen of Wands, that you just have this radiant light about you. And I can almost bet females in your life are jealous of you. Men just are attracted to you for no reason, and it's just because of that energy magnetic pull that you have about yourself. And that's the card that pulled up. So that kind of a lot of times makes things a little bit more difficult. Because so many people are pulled to you, you're used to hearing so many stories, you're used to hearing so many lines, you're used to hearing the play, you know, the phonies, the fakes, the people just out there just trying to get you by whatever means. So that makes it very hard, it makes it very difficult who to trust, who to actually invest your time in. No, Kelly, I don't do pendulum, but I do yes or no questions. It's just not done with a pendulum. I actually use my intuition and do it that way. But So it makes it hard for you to trust and know who is deserving of your time to invest your time into. So the very next card that I pull for you is the Major Arcana, the World card. And what this card is all about, basically, and for lack of better words, a clean slate. Starting over, letting go of the past, taking what lessons was taught and putting them forward to the future. Just starting over. When I pull this card, what I mostly think about is the galaxy, where it is empty yet is full with everything. It is the place where all things began and yet nothing can be explained. It is the place where all possibilities is possible and yet hasn't started yet. So that's what I think about when I pull this card. Endless possibilities, all new beginnings, depending where you choose to go from at this point in your life. So the next card that I pulled as well is the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is all about, she's my little messenger from the guides, the gods, the energy, whatever you choose, whatever title you put on it. She's the messenger from the ultimate being, the energy, the divine, whatever you want to say. And the message is the very next card. It's about, you heard me explain this in the prior reading, it's all about unloading yourself, taking that time for who you are so you can heal, to be in a position to find that love that you're looking for, to work on yourself so you can be in that, ready for that soulmate, ready for that lover to come into your life. Oftentimes we jump in this relationship broken, thinking that the next person is going to be the one to heal you, when truly you're the only one that can heal yourself, and then find that completion. So just unburden yourself, take a step back, look at what you truly want, what makes you happy, who you are as a person, and try to find who fits that. Not who can bring you up and not who you have to bring up, but who fits in with your life, rather than having to alter who you are as a person to fit their life. Then the next card is the Major Arcana, the Turning of the Wheel. This is all about moving forward, for better or for worse. We have to take our good with our bad. If not for the bad, we would not even be able to recognize the good in our life. So we must keep that in mind, that the bad things that happen, they shape us. They turn us into the beautiful souls that we see before us every day. The pain, the hurt, the misery, if we don't allow it to hold us back, but we allow it to lunge us forward, it can shape you and transform you into a masterpiece. And that's what the turning of the wheel is all about. Moving forward, no matter what comes your way, and allowing the soul to heal and teach you the lessons that you are here to learn. Alright, Sherry, I hope that helps. That answers a few of your questions. Alright, let's see who's next. You're welcome, Sherry. You're welcome. Thank you. Make sure to like and share the video. You're more than welcome to share this video to any group or any your personal pages or anything that you like. I'm not pushing for it, but you're more than welcome to if you like to share the video. Anything getting out there will definitely help. Also, check me out on YouTube, like and subscribe there, and follow me as well for daily inspirational videos as well. I also try to go live in YouTube. I haven't started yet, but I will be going live and doing live readings in YouTube on Sundays. So if you haven't got a chance to catch me on YouTube, make sure you do that as well. Yeah, it would be really nice for yoga. It really would. Alright, so let's see. Who else can we read? Oh, thank you, Sam. Let's see. How far will it go up? Laura, are you still with me? Right. So, would you like a general reading, or did you have a specific question in mind? Oh, well, thank you for the attempt, Jesse. I appreciate that. Also, guys, a side note, I am looking for a meditation group here in Jacksonville. So if you are in Jacksonville area by any chance, make sure you hit me up on Facebook, private messenger. So I'm trying to put together a meditation group of like-minded souls. So if you are in Jacksonville, Florida, make sure you hit me up private messenger, and maybe we can work something out about getting together and setting up a meditation group. Alright, Laura says general. So if you were here in person and I handed you the deck, how would you split the cards? Yeah, that's kind of what I do on the general reading. It would pull up maybe future struggles or strengths. Now, in the in-depth 15 card pull, it pulls up your past, your current, and your future. But the 5 card can give a nice, decent overlook without going into too much details. That's why I do the 5 card for the live, because it don't take too much time. But it can pull up for a nice, decent overlook. Alright, so here we go. Very nice. Love that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so off the bat, Laura, I can tell you are a very well-balanced individual. A very person that if you're not into astrology and you're not into the energy and the magnetic pull of the world and knowing that we are all connected as one, I would be extremely surprised, because just how well balanced and rounded you really are and in tune with who you are and what you want out of life is astounding, what I pulled up on these cards. Now, as far as struggles, there's a little bit, but you know what, life isn't without struggles. So here we go. The very first card that I pulled up for you is the Temperance. He is all about that balance, and if you look, he's got one foot in the water, he's juggling, he's on land, he's on water. The world is just kind of in place for him. So that's more about your mind is here in the spiritual realm, but yet it's here and present. You are self-aware, you're awakened into who you are and what you want out of life and what's your purpose. No, I don't care if you shared the URL for the music. That would actually be helpful for some that's looking for the music as well. So, anytime. Also, the very next card that I pull for you as well, Laura, is the Friendship card. It's always awesome to have them few good friends that you can count on, that you have around you. Sometimes too much, yeah, it can cause you to think too much. It can cause you to overanalyze, and because people just don't look at things the same way as people who are awakened does. We see things differently, so we tend to analyze things a little bit different. We tend to need more detail about things, where other people is like, yeah, okay, whatever. We go into the details, we look more thoroughly, we analyze basically. So, but it's always nice to have them good friends around you. It's always nice to have people you can count on, and this shows that you have that well balanced circle of people around you as well. And then this whole reading really is all about that balancing. So the next card that I pulled as well tells me you're not going to be rich. I'm sorry to say it. Not anytime in the near future anyway. But this card does show me that you're not going to win the lottery, but you're going to have what you need through strict budgeting and balancing and just managing what you have in your life. You're going to walk a tightrope, but you're going to have everything that you need in your life. Yeah. So, but I mean, it's you can just, it should have a share button on your end. It don't have it on my end, but it should be a share button somewhere on your end. I think it's like when you go to the group and scroll down to the video without going in the video, you can click share and it goes out. So it's all about walking that tightrope through strict budgeting. You'll have what you need. You're just not going to have the big extravagant, the Mercedes probably sitting in the yard, or the Bugatti, you know. But you're going to have what you need to get by and to live and to have a comfortable, decent life. So the struggle will be there about making sure you manage and don't splurge unnecessarily. So the next card that I pulled as well is on your outside influences. It's making sure you stay in tune with who you are. Making sure you take that time out to go to your peaceful place, to work with your mind. You know, people that are aware, they need that time to think. They need that water. They need that nature. They need that energy to recharge their batteries in a lot of ways. Best way I can put it. I'm doing good, Joseph. Appreciate it. But that's what this is all about. It's just finding your secret space and just kind of recharging yourself making sure you take that time to for yourself and getting out there and just going somewhere that's real peaceful and enjoyable. Now the next card, your answer card. As far as struggles, it really depends on how you want to look at this. This card represents either being a mother or being a grandmother. This card represents a new birth of a child, of family getting larger, being that role model, that parent, that guardian to help guide and nurture a young child. And that's what this card is all about. So depending how you look at that struggle, that could be a blessing, or it could be a struggle, or it could be both, together. But that's what that card's all about. So that's something to look forward to, and I really believe that's something that's coming up in your life. I don't think it's you personally, but I do think it's a family member that you are connected to, and it would directly affect. So if that makes sense to you. Alright guys, I'm going to have to take like maybe a 5-minute break. My eye is kind of blurring out. I need to go put some eye drops in it real quick, and I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. If I haven't got to you yet, I'll definitely come back and we'll do some more readings. I'm going to just take a 5-minute break so I don't have to keep blinking and trying to refocus my eye real quick. So just give me a few minutes and I'll be right back. Hi guys, and we are back. Thank you so much for hanging in there and waiting while I was at the break. So I don't know the order or anything like that, so whoever posts up a comment first and I feel drawn to will go ahead and start back reading. Juana. Hi Rebecca, welcome back. Thank you for sticking with us. Juana, did you have a specific question you wanted to answer or just a general reading? Hey Robin. Also guys, make sure you check me out on YouTube, like and subscribe and follow me there for all the latest videos and everything. Thank you, Juana. General, so if you were here in person and I was able to hand you the deck, how would you split the cards? Welcome, Danielle. I'm glad you're new. You get the chance to join in. In 3, please. Right to left. Alright. Okay, you ready? This card keeps coming up tonight. Okay, one more. This is very interesting. Okay, Juana. The very first card that I pulled is the High Priestess. What this card is all about is getting in tune with the elements around you, getting in tune with the magic of the world, knowing that magic that's inside you, that energy that is inside you, that connection of just everything around you, that spiritual energy that you have. A lot of people confuse magic. It has been given such a bad name and just overlooked from everyday videos and flicks, and where people think magic's all about shooting fireballs out your hand and stuff like that. That's not what this is about. This is all about being in tune with who you are and using positive affirmations and law of attraction and just being able to work with the elements of the world. And that's what your soul card pulled up. So this magic and this understanding and this energy of who you are is already inside you. So if you don't already know this, which it should be blatantly clear, if you don't already know this, it definitely exists within you. So the very next card that I pulled as well is the Queen of Swords. So this tells me you're restrained, but this tells me you're a fighter, that you would go to no lengths to defend the person that you love, to defend the person that you think is deserving of your time, that you think that deserves your protection, that deserves your love, that you would do anything to protect them. And you're also that leadership role, that you have people following you, that you naturally take charge of any situation. You're the problem solver rather than the person that flips out about every little situation that goes on. You're saying, okay, this is how we take care of it. Which naturally leads you into that circle of friends that people come to get advice, that people come to for that guidance, that people are able to rely on to help them, to get them through the tough times as well. Then your outside influences is all about walking that tightrope, being able to balance playfulness and joy and fun with duty and responsibilities and obligations, being able to find that nice even keel balance between the two. Now, most importantly, the very last card that I pulled is all about your future. It's all about the journey you're fixing to go on, and you're really about to take on an endeavor of the soul. You're about to really go on one of the strongest journeys of your life and really come into your own and who you are. And it's really exciting, but it can be misunderstood a lot of times, where things are happening in our lives and we're like, why is this happening this way? Why is this happening that way? I wanted this, and yet here this is falling apart. Sometimes we have to let go of things in our life to make room for new, to make room for growth. A lot of times we hold on to things and we can't allow, there's no room for anything else to come in. But we're so busy focusing on keeping the status quo and things how they are, that we lose sight of um, what could be and what could come into our life. So this journey, if you look at the card, you can see he's getting ready for battle. You can see he's leading an army behind him, but yet his clothes isn't tattered. They're not dirty, they're not destroyed, they're not worn yet. So this tells me that this is a journey beginning, not in the middle, not ending. This is something that is to come. So my best advice for this journey, one, is to keep an open mind. Don't hold on to the things from the past. The past is the past for a reason. They have taught us the life lessons they needed to teach us and no longer serve us a purpose. So it's time to let that be. So we can have room for the new, for what we have learned and what we have grown into and what we could learn and how much more we could change and grow as well. Okay? So just keep an open mind and willingness to change and grow. And I'm excited for you. Every new journey is an amazing aspect of our life. The wheel never stops turning. Time is always for certain. And this growth is amazing. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Miss Sharon. If you're still with me, let's go ahead and do your reading. Would you like a general reading or did you have a specific question for me? Hi. General, please. Okay. Now, if you were here in person and I handed you the deck, how would you split the cards? It was a good reading. It really is. I was excited, especially for that last card, that journey. I got good feelings about it. Now, some things might not be what you think they are. That's why I say keep an open mind. But it's a really exciting time. In three. Alright, in threes. Tina, where you been? Welcome. Alright, Miss Sharon. This is a kind of a scattered reading here. This one kind of jumps all over the place. Your mind must be really busy. So there's a lot going on here. Okay. So the very first card that I pulled, and if you've seen the readings, I know you have, you've been in here in the beginning. The very first card I pulled tells me about your soul. Who you are, what you're going through at present moment. So the very first card that I pulled is the Major Arcana, the Judgment card. Now, when I first see this, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I pull it up and I show you. When I first see this card, I like to think of the Judgment card not necessarily as the word perceives, as a judgment, but I like to think of it as a transition. Because in the back of the card, you see this phoenix behind the lady. And that always draws me in every time I see this card. And if anytime you think about the phoenix, what does the phoenix do? It catches on fire. It burns up into ashes, only to be reborn anew, shinier, brighter, more vibrant person out of the ashes, out of the hurt, out of the pain, out of the turmoil, out from everything in its past, to become this beautiful, magnificent creature that stands before you. And that's what this card is all about. No sad face, Jesse. We're getting to you. I promise. I promise. Just hang tight, alright? I am drawn to you and I will make sure I read you. Don't go anywhere, okay? Now, the Judgment card. It's a difficult one. Because this right now means that you are going through a time in your life where you're not quite sure where to turn. You're not quite sure. Oh, thank you. You're not quite sure who you are, what you want. You're not quite sure if things in your life have gone the way you want them to go. And that's the whole purpose of the Judgment cards, because you're reflecting. You're looking on your life. You're seeing what it is and you're wanting to make a change. So it's all about shedding that old skin to become that new. Now, the next card I pulled as well is another major arcana card. And it is my star card. One of the most best cards in the deck, personally, I think. And this card is all about becoming in tune. So compared with the Judgment card and the Star card together, this tells me that you are making a change in the right direction. This tells me you are becoming more in tune with who you are and what you want, where the choices of what you have to let go, the price that you might have to pay to become this person might seem overwhelming at first, but it is definitely worth the wait. It is definitely worth the price, and it is definitely a step in the right direction. This card is all about becoming in tune with you, in tune with nature, in tune with the universe. You see how everything is in unison right here. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. Got the earth in one hand, you know, and you're just there. You're everything. You are connected to everything. And once you make that connection, the world changes. It really does. How you see the world, the colors in the world, the information you retain, how you look at things, it changes your life. It really does. So that's an amazing aspect, amazing transition that you are in right now. Even though things may look difficult and it may look hard and it may look taxing at the moment, just keep moving forward, and what you will become out the other side of all of that is astounding. So the next cards kind of tell me a little bit of what you need to kind of set this in motion a little bit more. So the next card that I pulled is the Ten of Wands. Again, this is all about overbearing, taking so many people's problems as your own instead of looking out for yourself and what you need to do for yourself. This is all about being that person that's just so much turmoil, so much strife that's not even your own, that you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. One of the biggest things that I rule my life by, and it has helped me phenomenally, is if I can change it, then why worry? If I can't change it, then why worry? Plain and simple. You know, there's an old Lord's Prayer about knowing what you can change in your life and letting go what you can't change. It's pretty much the same thing. You know, if you can't change it, then you simply can't change it. There's no sense in working yourself up and getting overburdened and overstressed and just anxious about something you have no control over. So learning to let go of what you can't change and accepting what you can change, then that changes the world for you, and it makes an immense difference. Now, your outside influence card, which kind of threw me off with this reading a little bit, where I say it kind of jumps a little bit, shows me that you got some stuff going on around your life. This card is all about a family getting bigger, a family coming together, a new life, a new birth. Maybe a family member overseas is coming home. Somebody's getting married. Somebody's having a child. There's a couple of different things this card could represent, and I really can't pinpoint what it is because it's not you personally. It's something going on in your life. So I really think it's about a family growing. So once you start coming into your own and you start connecting to the world and the energy and the universe, and just really start letting go and not letting things get under your skin as much, I think your family is going to come tighter together, and it's going to help y'all grow together. So the next card that I pulled as well is the Knight of Wands. And what he's about is all about that telling you there's a message that the universe has for you. Put on your armor. Get ready for the voyage. Get ready for the journey. It's not going to be easy. But like I said, what comes out of the other side is going to be amazing. So just stand fast. You'll be okay. And smile, because you are in a moment of transition. And it's a beautiful moment to be in. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you very much. I hope that helped. I hope that brought some light to you about what's to come. You ready? That's awesome. Awesome place to be. Okay, so I promised Miss Jessie if she stayed there. Jessie, are you still with me? You're welcome, Sharon. You're welcome. Jessie, are you still there? Alright, if Jesse doesn't answer in a moment, Miss Rebecca will go to you next. Hi Carly, I definitely see you there. Give me a couple moments. There's a couple people ahead of you that I would like to read that I felt drawn to earlier, and I'm trying to backtrack a little bit. But I definitely see you, so don't go anywhere, and we'll see if we can get to you. Alright, Miss Rebecca, did you have a specific question you would like to ask me, or just a general reading? You're welcome, dear. And guys, for every new person just coming in, not trying to repeat or anything, but I know a few new people have jumped in. Make sure you like and share this video if you feel the need. Also, I am live on YouTube as well, so make sure you go and check out my daily inspirational videos, law of attraction, what is love, different things of that nature that I also have up there as well. So like and subscribe to me on YouTube and follow me there as well for additional videos. General reading. Okay, so if you were here in person and I handed you the deck, how would you split the cards? In half. All right, there we go. So my heart calls out to you, Rebecca. When I get readings like this, they're always difficult, a little difficult for me because I can relate. I know the pain, I know the strife, and I know how it feels. So, let's dive right in. The very first card that I pulled is the Four of Swords. This tells me that you are tired, you are hurt, you have a lot of health issues, if whether it's spiritually or physically, that you need to take time back. You need to take space back and take time out for yourself to get the healing and the energy that you need, to get the outlook on life that you need, to work on your soul as well as the healing, because you have been through so much in your life, so much, and it's reflected in these cards. So the very first one that I pulled is all about that health. Okay, it's all about your soul being tired and just really needing that rest. Okay, excuse me, just needing that rest and that time for yourself to heal, because there is so much pain and anguish surrounding you. So the next card that I pulled is the Five of Swords. This is all about, you see the sneaky guy, how he has that smirky grin on his face and he has that little sword in his back. Literally, if I read the definition out the book, it's pretty much that stabbing in the back. That person who, that person who does dirty deeds behind closed doors, who does that sneaky thing about stealing your friend or boyfriend or stealing your money on the slide, that sly con artist, you know, just that person that really don't have your best interest in mind, and they're willing to, don't care the cost that it might cost you. They're just really out for themselves and whatever they can get. You've had them type of people in your life. I ain't gotta name names. You know who they are, and you've realized it, because this isn't in current. This is kind of more in your past and what you've gone through and what you've dealt with. So the next card that I pulled as well is the Five of Pentacles. And literally, the name of this card is Misery. This card is all about that hurt, that pain, that beating up one side down the other, the beaten, the battered, the bruised, what it seems like everything in life just wants to break you, just wants to beat you down, just wants to walk all over you, take advantage of who you are. Now, the good thing about this card, you know, kind of like the old comic book saying, you know, when the heroes, the greater the gift, the greater the sacrifice. So it can be a blessing in disguise depending how you look at it. Okay. Sometimes in our life, we as healers, as light workers, we have to walk a harder road. We have to walk a more painful road so that we are able to understand and help others going through what they're going through. So our journey is a little bit more difficult. Our price is a little bit more to pay sometimes. So welcome the bad times as well as the good, because these bad times, that beating, that bruise, that hurt, has shaped you into who you are today. Only time that it becomes a real bad time or a real bad thing is when we allow it to stop us from living, when we allow it to change our outlook in life, where we take it from love to hatred. We always have to remember, even though people make the worst mistakes in their life, they're not always coming from a bad place. They just don't know how to do things a certain way. You know, everybody in this life, regardless of their actions, regardless of what they do, everybody in this world just wants to be loved in some shape or form or another. How they go about it may differ. So accepting that and understanding that changes how we see things, changes the way we act or react to certain situations. So understanding that pain and that hurt may not have came from a bad place, they just didn't know at the time or what they were doing or how they were doing it. They were just trying to find themselves and trying to be loved in a different manner, allows you to accept it a little bit more and move forward as well. So that's a good thing. It shapes us into who we are, and it allows us to come from a better place of understanding to help others as well. So your outside influence card, this is things around you, not necessarily a direct person or you yourself or your soul, but all things collectively around you. Remember when I pulled up the Judgment card in another reading? and I said it was my transition card, basically. And that's exactly, to me, every time I pull this card, it really doesn't matter who I'm reading for, it always seems to stand for a time of transition. Now, to me, in the placement that it is in, it's a transition of things around you that like a new job or things or a new house or your scenery or things around you are changing, but I don't think you're quite moving with the change, if that makes sense to you. That I think some of the pain and some of the hurt is making you reluctant to the change and resistant. So this is a time where you really have to start evaluating what's going on in your life, what still serves you a purpose, what no longer serves you a purpose, and really start changing and moving, taking the old out, and so you have room for the new. Okay? And lastly, but not least, is the Six of Cups. Okay? And the Six of Cups, I love the Six of Cups. I always smile and kind of get a little giddy when I pull the Six of Cups, because this is all about that childhood sweetheart, that childhood friend, that one connection that you had with somebody since you were a kid that has continued on into an adulthood, it has blossomed into a beautiful relationship, even though it may not be a romantic relationship, but it has blossomed into a beautiful relationship. And that kindred you cannot change for the world, and that person is out there, you know who they are, they're in your life, and I see y'all reconnecting, I see y'all coming together, and I see y'all making just that person being the one person in your life you know for certain you can count on. Okay, Rebecca, so I hope that helps. I hope that shed a little bit of light for you, and just kind of let go of the past so you can make room for the new, and don't be so resistant towards the change. We can't stop change. Change is inevitable. It's going to happen. The question is, do we resist it or do we move with it? You're welcome. Yes, Tina, I am still live. All right. Arlie? I hope I'm saying that. I'm probably shredding your name, and I apologize for that. But I'd like to give you a reading. So if you have a specific question, that'd be great. Or if you would just like a general reading, I'd love a general reading, please. Thank you. All right. So if you were here in person and I was able to hand you my deck, how would you split the cards? Okay. A very unique name. I actually like it. Very beautiful. I would split it off of the same pile 3 times, then stack them up. Okay, so a 3-way split. Stack them up. Okay. Okay. Hey Molly, welcome. How do you like the production? You know, we've worked so hard in getting it going good. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think. Definitely, Molly. Definitely. We'll definitely get you in. I'm in the middle of one right this second, but you're definitely will be in. And if anybody don't know, this is Molly Bryant. She is the leader of this wonderful group that we have here. So we have her to thank for all of this and the opportunity of me being here to read. So yes, definitely, Miss Molly. We will definitely get you a reading going. So Arlie, the very first card that I pull for you is the Major Arcana. Yes, is the Major Arcana, the Hangman. So the Hangman, people kind of get misconstrued when they hear the word Hangman. The Hangman is all about turning things upside down, which you're already in the moment of this. And it's all about looking at things from a different point of view, a different perspective, changing how you see the world and what you want to be. Oh, thank you, Molly. So the Hangman is all about changing your perspective and what you see, like putting your shoe on the other foot, taking time to really see how other people would view certain situations, and just really getting a whole new perspective on life and looking at it different than what you say would a year ago to what you would now. So that's what the Hangman is all about, is just keeping your eyes open and learning to look at things differently. I've stopped modeling and acting to be more in tune with my spirituality. So right, you've definitely taken a turn and really started looking at life differently. So that definitely suits you in the situation that you're in. So the next card that I pulled as well is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is all about that message, that journey, that spiritual journey that you're on. If you notice though, his poise is really what calls me in this certain situation. He's on the horse, he's got a full suit of armor, and if you know anything about armor, it is not light, it is very heavy. And yet that horse is raised up, backing up in the sky, and yet he is perfectly mounted on the horse without falter and just standing his ground. So this tells me where you might at one point had a worry about it, but you solely collectively are perfectly capable and strong enough to weather whatever comes your way, to make it through whatever bad or good or strife that might come. You're ready. You're strong enough. You're there. You just have to reassure yourself, hey, I got this. Okay? That's the big message on that one. So the next card that I pulled also is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is all about that balance. You know, look at her. She's walking a tight rope, and yet she has 2 pentacles in each hand and still doesn't look scared. So that still tells me the confidence that you have inside you, that you know what you are doing. You are perfectly comfortable in the situation that you're in, and you have the confidence and the willpower to make what you need happen. Yep, that balance, it's all about, not going to be majorly rich, but maintaining things through through modernization, and just maintaining that balance, not going too crazy extravagant, but just holding that even keel between fun, love, expectations, responsibilities, capability, just having that nice even keel balance. So now your outside influence card that I pulled is a pretty good one as well. It's the Two of Wands. So what the Two of Wands tells me is there is one thing to keep in mind when I see this card, and it always reminds me. If you look at the card, he's holding the world in his hands, and yet he is gazing out through a window. So to me, it kind of reminds me that he's waiting for what comes his way rather than seeing what's right in front of him. The world is literally at the palm of his hand, and yet he is gazing elsewhere to see what might come rather than making it happen. Thank you. So this card is a reminder to take off the blinders, to keep your mind open, and don't become stagnant. That's one of the biggest things, is not becoming stagnant. Don't spend your life waiting while time is passing you by. 50 years later, you realize, man, I should have done more. But I spent my life waiting for this to happen instead of getting out there and making it happen now. There is no time like today, the present, the moment, every second. Make it count. You're welcome. Now, the last card. I always hate when I have to deliver some bad news, but I am one of those readers that don't sugarcoat and I don't beat around the bush, okay? So the last card that I pulled, a part of your journey, like anybody else's, we have to walk the hurt, and we have to enjoy the pain, the good with the bad. So the next card that I pulled for your answer card, I'm not sure if you had a specific question in mind. I'm kind of thinking you did for this card to pop up. Right. So your last answer card for your general reading is the Five of Cups. Okay. The Five of Cups, if you look at it, is all about a love, a heart, your heart hurting, a scar cut pretty deeply, and you put the cloak on and you're kind of hiding from the world, scared to really be yourself and show who you are, and just kind of shut yourself off from the world. And that kind of goes with what you just posted up there a little bit. And I don't know why you lost the will to move forward. Thank you, Mom. Yeah, your heart hurts. So what this card is all about is taking off that cloak. Yes, you got hurt. Yeah. And but you can either let that hurt build you up, or you can let that hurt hold you back. Right now, it's kind of holding you back, but it's not stopping you, and it's not going to stop you. You're going to move forward. You're going to work past it. You're strong enough. Like every card that I read before, you got the will, you got the knowledge, you got the confidence. You just have to have that drive back. Push yourself to get that drive back. The world is full of pain and misery, but it's also full of peaceful bliss and just amazing love and joy. You gotta have that balance. So I hope that helped. I hope that shined a little bit light for you, and I hope that you get back out there and don't hide that beautiful soul that you have from the world, because the world deserves to know you. Thank you. I'm glad it did. All right, Miss Molly. Miss Molly, did you have a specific question for me, or just a general reading? I know you usually like general, so. Yes, you do. You definitely need to get back out there. You're a gift to the world. Yeah. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, it's about to end. Let me rewind that. There. Alright. Going to road. I'm struggling badly. Okay, would you like my marriage? Lady Molly. Okay. If you were here personally and I handed you the deck, how would you split the cards? Thank you, Carly. Thank you. I share your pain, Lady Molly. I really do. Okay. Alright, so I'll shuffle and then I'll split it the way I feel called to and see where we go. Let me light another incense. Yes, Rachel, we are still live. Okay, Lady Molly. Um, I have a couple cards that always pull up every time I read you, but I do have a new one. So, the very first one, this is a given, you know. It's all about your soul, who you are. That loving, caring mother figure that guides and takes care of everybody else in the world beside herself, that looks out for everybody and just really puts their best interests before their own, and just that mother that you could really turn to in the time of need and anything that you need. She's the person you turn to, that person that guides you, that helps you, cooks them dinners and brings the family together and brings the family and everybody, friends, everybody together. Just love and just kindness and just general. She's also in touch with the world, the energy around her. She's very wise beyond her years and just beautiful, magnificent soul that always comes up for you every time I read you. I pull that card on you. So it's a beautiful one. Yep, Queen of Pentacles. Yep. So the next card. This is the new one. It is the Major Arcana, the Tower card. This card, I pulled this on myself not too long ago, and you know everything that I have dealt with through this past year. This card is all about your goals, your hopes, your dreams, your security. I like to say your security blanket being ripped out from under you. Everything that you have built coming crashing down. You're a reader. You know exactly what this card means. But you also know the good part of what that card means too. You know, sometimes things have to end and sometimes things have to change. And sometimes things have to be rearranged. And so it has to come crumbling down to make space for certain things. The universe is always going to make what is meant to happen happen. You have no control over that. And that's one thing that I think that you're fighting yourself with is that you're trying to put that control on it, when you really have to realize that you don't have that control there. You have to let what happens happen. You can't make people that don't want to be in your life stay in your life. You can't make things that want to leave your life stay. You have to be willing to move forward and move with the changing of the times and not try to stop it. The more you resist, the harder it's going to be. I wish it was that simple. I wish it was. But we're not Dorothy. And we have to walk this road. We have to walk through it. We have to experience it. And kind of like the earlier reading with one of the other ones, I don't think you were in here yet. But sometimes our placement as light workers, we have to experience a little bit more turmoil. We have to experience a little bit more pain. We have to experience a little bit more of the bad than just the regular good, so we can come from a place of understanding, so we can come and help those who are walking the same path, so we can help others in the same situation. Hi Bronny, welcome. So we can be that guiding light as well. But the best teacher in the world is experience. Yeah. controlling the emotions and controlling your mind. Sometimes your mind just can't get off of it. It becomes obsessed and you just keep working with it. But put your confidence into the energy of the world. You're a very experienced reader. You know everything I'm saying. You know, that was one of the biggest things with what I was going through. It was like, I teach the world everything that I'm already going through. I know what I have to do. I know what I'm supposed to do, but my heart still hurts. I still want to hold on. I still want to keep things the same. And I think that's just really part of being human and breaking habits. Habits that have formed for so many years come extremely hard to break. And that's the part of letting go, breaking those habits. Changing your routine, changing the way you think, changing, and the more you focus on it, the more obsessed you become about it. So really just learning to put it out of your mind allows you to let it go a little bit easier. So don't focus on saying, hey, my world is crashing down, hey, everything is changing around me. Just go, hey, I'm gonna have a good day today. Hey, I'm going out to have fun. Hey, I'm gonna do me today. Hey, I'm gonna smile today, no matter what happens. Today, I refuse to cry. I'm just going to go with the flow and enjoy today. It's the best advice that I can give, because that's the moment that I'm at right now, is just getting up every day and saying, hey, no matter what comes my way, no matter how much the universe throws at me, I'm going to keep a smile on my face. I'm not going to let my mind take me to that dark place. Right. We always do. We always want to avoid that pain. Not crazy. But a lot of people like to think and make you think you are, even though you know deep inside you, you're not. And you'll see it and you'll realize it later. But this isn't necessarily, I haven't pulled anything about walking away or anything ending except for the Tower card about things around your life crashing down. So it could, but this is all about keeping an open mind and staying open for the change and just moving forward and not going to that dark place and just allowing your mind to stay positive in spite of negativity. That's true, Brownie. Yeah, just don't play into it. Be who you are. Shine through. So the next card that I pull for you as well is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles, I love this card. This is a reminder, all your good deeds, all the people that you have helped, everything, all the gifts you have put into the world, all coming back in fold. Everybody helping you out. You have a vast majority of people that would stand behind you and help you in any manner that you need help with. Any one of us you can turn to, and that's what this card is all about, a repaying of the kindness and gifts that you have shown the world coming back to you. Now, I've pulled this card a couple times for you as well. Now, the next card that I pulled as well is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is all about that messenger, that the world has a message for you. You may not be able to hear it right now, but it is coming through. And once you calm yourself and you meditate, you'll be able to hear that message clearly. And you'll be able to see what they're trying to tell you. Yes, beautiful, beautiful card. Now, your last card, because I only do a 5-card reading on lives. is the Ten of Wands, and I always pull the Ten of Wands for you too. And that's all about taking on everybody's burdens, which you have a lot of people in your life, over 4,000 on your group alone. But more personally, the ones around you as well. Well, the Page of Wands is all about that message. I think you got a lot of stress and a lot of things going on around you, which is why this card is popping up. It's telling you to clear your mind and really meditate and hear the message that the earth has for you. Yes, you keep overburdening yourself with everybody's problems in the world. And Miss Molly, you got to take time out for yourself. You got to do your meditations. You got to clear your stress. You got to take time to heal, restore your energy. You got to build yourself up. Yes. So, take time for you. Sit back, meditate, look at the background, listen to the music, just sit back and reassure yourself everything is going to be all right. You're going to smile, you're going to enjoy life, and you got this. You can do this. And everything else will fall into place the way it should fall into place. It might be hard, but it definitely will fall into place the way it's supposed to. Yeah, you definitely got to get back to your meditation. You definitely got to do that. That's good advice too, Brownie. Acknowledge the emotions, don't push them away. You have to accept it as they come. Haley, that's always good, but as a tarot card reader, an interpretation, you can take out a definition of a book and read the definition of every card and study it and know the exact definition of each card. But you can read for 5 people, pull the same card for 5 different people, and get a different explanation for each reading. It's all on how you feel, what calls to you in the picture, and what really flows through your mind at the time that you're reading that card. It's good to have a general knowledge of what the card means, but never take a solid definition and place it for every reading. Just a little bit of advice as a tarot card reader to a tarot card reader. Can't imagine that. That's got to be really tough. But that's also take them out, get them out the house, take them around some water to a park, just get them freely and just get them get their mind off of it too. You know, it's all about not staying stagnant, replacing your mind, breaking that habit, and not just staying on it as well. Yes, and the surrounding cards as well, they kind of go into together. They play off each other a lot of times. Unless it's a scattered reading, and then it might jump a couple places. But usually each card plays off each other. Alrighty guys, we are breaching on over 2 hours, so I might call this one a night. If I didn't get to read you, I apologize. But I will definitely be alive again next week on Saturday. I also do inspirational videos on YouTube. So if you haven't got to check me out on YouTube, make sure you go there and check out the Mystical Atma on YouTube. Like and subscribe and follow me there for inspirational videos as well. And like and share this as well. Thank you so much for joining in, and I hope you like the presentation and the production of everything. And as always, stay well, be blessed, but most importantly, be true to you. And I'll catch you next time.
Carly would like to know how she would get a private reading.
Just type that in there and just tell her to contact me directly on Facebook.